In the third round, to kick things off this morning, excellent heat score total for Jordy Smith, but Slater with 7 Pipe Masters victories and, well, basically a lock on this location is certainly going to be hard to overcome. In recent times has become a little bit easier to overcome out there on the open face with manoeuvres, but certainly giving us some magic moments this season as Jordy Smith gets off to a great start once again here on finals day. Went into the 7s on his first ride in the last heat of round 3 this morning, and he's going to kick this one off with a pretty decent number. Kanoa Igarashi, the Grom on the championship tour, he gets into a wave that he can't find an exit on, and Kelly Slater's left out the back with priority. But I was going to say Kelly, his alley-oop just the other day in the free surfing session, one of the big turns, the best turns we've seen all season, one of the best combos. He's ramping up, but in barreling waves, Kelly continues to evolve. He just keeps getting better and better. He's at the forefront of tube riding, and hopefully we get a display from him in this heat.
Absolutely, which is amazing at his age, 45 years to still be so relevant and ripping and kind of setting the bar. See Kanoa Igarashi a little too deep that way, filling up with whitewash. There is that cross shore right now. Same thing for Jordy, but he did an awesome job breaking through that side door. I think Kelly, a little risky start there. He tried to hide from the boys down by 8s and ended up, as a result, watching the boys get a couple. Has been there, catch you by surprise. A little back up here for Kanoa.
Looking to go to the air, Igarashi just decides to kick out of that move. He started his third round effort against Alex Ribeiro. It's a 7-1-7 for the South African. And here goes Kanoa now. So sitting a little wide, and he's lucked into a gem here. Just gliding through a cutback before kicking on out, but that'll put Kanoa right back in the heat. Jordy's in control at this stage though.
Time and time again, he proves to us how he, such a savvy competitor at 18 years old. It's unprecedented for someone to be able to find waves time and time again in heats, to navigate the lineup out here. He makes it look easy, but it's not typical to see a rookie on tour find these waves. Keep in mind, Kelly had priority, and Kanoa just kind of shifted himself to the inside and found this wave right at the Aints Bowl. And this is a proper little shack running, nice and deep. Not that long, but he was deep enough to get the judge's attention for sure.
Well, just 3 surfers left in the event that have claimed a win here at the Pipe Masters in the past. After round 5, there'll only be 2 because Jeremy Flores is going to take on Joel Parkinson in the first heat of round 5 as Kanoa Igarashi picks off another one here. Still waiting on the numbers to come through from his previous ride, but Kanoa might just find himself in the lead in a moment. 16.5 minutes to go.
He's doing it Kelly to Kelly. This is how Kelly likes to surf his heats. A couple of quick ones at 8s, throw a couple of numbers at the boys and make them stress out. Kanoa Igarashi is going to find himself in the lead. This is another proper little barrel. Again, not that long, but the shape of the barrel was legitimate. It was square. It was a hollow wave. That shows commitment. That's not just a token little barrel. That was solid. So he's going to have a couple of decent scores.
Thank you, Rosie. Josh Kerr into the quarters yet again here at Pipeline as we see Jordy Smith looking left and still burrowing his way through this pit. He's going to get caught up on the foam ball though. 10.5 minutes to go. We saw Slater heading in the direction of backdoor, and it looks like he has gone down as well, Ross. So he's waited a long time, almost 15 minutes for that wave, and it hasn't resulted in a number. Thank you, Rosie. Josh Kerr into the quarters yet again here at Pipeline as we see Jordy Smith looking left and still burrowing his way through this pit. He's going to get caught up on the foam ball though. 10.5 minutes to go. We saw Slater heading in the direction of backdoor, and it looks like he has gone down as well, Ross. So he's waited a long time, almost 15 minutes for that wave, and it hasn't resulted in a number.
Wow, that wave at backdoor was 100 times better than the left. I was popping my head out the window, anticipating Kelly to fly out of this barrel, but just a little too deep. Look at that section right there, Ronnie. So too much meat on the bone right there. You can only be so deep where the bottom drops out underneath you, and I'm sure that's what happened to Kelly. Just a small little almond shape left there. You can see that wind. Still more out of the north. We need that wind to clock around just a little bit to brush it clean. Also, he's staying at the cookie house and staring at Aints and backdoor all day long, so he's picking up on that.
Slater spots something on the inside. Just looking to get himself in the heat at this stage, and that wave's not going to do it. So he's still going to be comboed. He needs 2 waves and a total of 12.01. Check out the heat recap. We saw a quick start from Jordy, but Kanoa Igarashi with those 2 decent scores is holding on to the #1 position.
Jordy needs a 4.83 thanks to that nice little barrel right there. Pretty amazing that he was able to break through there. So crafty tube riding there from Jordy Smith, 7.17. But again, Kanoa Igarashi staying right in front of the wave, right here, staring all day long at Aints and backdoor. So he picked up on all the little nuances, where to sit, how to pick up on those waves that slide underneath anyone. He's got a 7 and a 5 running, so he's holding on to a tender lead. But Kelly, you know, an off heat for him.
One of the most famous turns of all time, Tom Carroll. Just ripping one under the hook at pipe. But here we go, Jordy Smith trying to get himself into the lead here, and he'll be happy with that. A deep barrel. Wants to add some points. Just over a minute to go. Jordy chasing a 4.83. Not a huge wave, Ross, but he was way back there.
Well, he's trying to get his Grinch on and steal Christmas from Kanoa. He might have done that right there. 4.83. What I liked about that barrel, you know, obviously the quality of the wave is not that great. You can see it's mushy, it's not super hollow, but technically what he did to break through that foam ball, that, you know, the judges are going to look at that if they're going to push to the 5. Backdoored it.
Bit of meat on this turn too.
A little bit of meat on that turn. So far today, so more difficult surfing for the barrel, what Jordy had to get done to make it bust through all that foam. You know, you have to reward that, but the quality of the wave at the end of the day usually wins the battle.
Well, waiting on those numbers to come through. Jordy and Kanoa having a chat out there. A supreme effort from way deep inside the pit, but the number is in and it's not enough. Jordy Smith falls short, a 4.17. Kanoa Igarashi is into the quarterfinals of the Pipe Masters with a heat score total of 12. Kelly Slater only managed a 2.24 total. He's going to have to bounce back in a big way when we get round 5 underway.